Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Okay, yeah, it's been for bloody ever. I know. Grad school, that's my only excuse. Grad school. So hopefully I'll be able to get back into the swing of things with this. What I'm going to aim for is maybe, cross his fingers, get one video out a week. Maybe. We'll just have to see how grad school goes. Because, grad school. So, I'm gonna pick up things roughly where I left off with it in the previous game. I did play a little bit without recording, and not much though. So it's still roughly the same, but it's been a while since I've played this particular uh, universe of KSP. I've got my other own personal one that I've been goofing off with a bit, but yeah. All right, let's see where we're at. So we have our Apollo test crasher. That was my attempt to do that was my attempt to land Apollo style. And there's the quote unquote lander. And my two Kerbals, and Stupidity Base! Whoop-de-doo! There's the Kethane Detector probe that is in orbit of Minmus, and doing its scanning thing, though not quite. And the Duna Explorer Alfalfa 1, which is actually one of my first interplanetary missions. So, okay. I am going to start working on space station-y stuff. So I'm going to change things up a little bit here. I know you guys are used to seeing me assemble ships and all that, but this time around, I think I'm just going to show you guys the ship in the VAB once it's complete, because honestly, I don't really know what the hell to do with those scenes. Yeah, stuff, things. It'd be nice if I had some music I could plug in there, but, I don't. So, until then, I think I'm just going to cut out those scenes and just kind of run with it. So, I'm going to cut out here and fade back in once whatever I'm building is ready to stuff. Yeah. Alright, see you guys shortly. Alright, ladies and gents, we are back. So, basically, here is the core of the station up here on top, and the big-ass engine I'm going to use to get into space here on the bottom. This is actually my own docking configuration design. I tinkered with this for quite a while, and I'm very pleased with it. It's actually quite stable with the struts and all. And I kind of like the slanted design, which is actually usable because of a lot of the docking assistance mods that are out there, which makes life, oh my god, so much easier. So, yeah, here she is, and let's go take her to the launch pad. Do. And launch pad. Sweet. So I still use MechJeb for a fair amount, but I still tend to kind of want to do things manually-ish. So ideally, this would actually go in Minmus orbit as a part of a Kethane refueling station. I generally like to get up to about 250 kilometers for doing any extra Kerbin anything. All right. And, now that I'm looking at this, there's one additional tweak that I'm going to need to make. Just something to make sure that this thing doesn't blow up in my face. Because I have had problems with this before, and I will probably continue to have problems with it until I finally get things figured out on exactly how to do this without blowing stuff up. Oh, fudge monkeys. I will have to do this the weird way. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. Okay. And back to the launch pad. You know me, always with the last minute tweaks. Alright. Here we go. Now, show me my nav ball. SAS on. Full throttle. Staging looks good. And 3, 2, 1. Something blew up and my center engine. Okay. That was a bit of an experiment. Apparently a failed experiment. Do not mix mainsail engines and SAS modules. That is unfortunate. Okay. Take 3. And you probably notice I have the chatter mod installed. I like the chatter mod. It's cool. It actually seems like it's Kerbals in space. Alright, let's try this again. And 3, 2, 1. Shattering Kerbals. I've got a fair amount of mods installed, so I don't know how badly that's going to affect performance. And first stage, check. Some of the fun ones are the Deadly Reentry mod, the Chatter mod, obviously, and of course Mech Jeb. I've got procedural fairings and procedural wings installed, both very cool stuff. A few other things, I'll go over those eventually sometime later on. Alright, and dump the second round, and start my gravity turn. I love the new SAS. Oh boy. So the idea with this station is basically to serve as a refueling platform in Minmus, and I'll get this thing up and a tug with an RCS block, and whoa, disable the SAS for a second there. Tug with an RCS block, a lander/miner vessel, and a shuttle, and then try to get a station up over Kerbin. I think it's kind of similar to something that Scott Manley was doing. Whoa, my Apo is way too big for what I need. That was a bit overkill. I'll probably need to, you know, push it that hard eventually anyways, so ripsy. Okay. Turn that off, and let's get to the maneuver planner. I love maneuver planner. So, at an altitude of 250, it's kind of inefficient the way I did it, but, you know, stuff, it happens. Doing my thing with all the spinning. Should hopefully be able to find the maneuver node somewhere. There it is. Okay. Because I've got a 30-second burn. Alright, I've got a burn at 30 seconds to node. And check. Not spot on, but close enough. Alright. Yeah, this will be an interesting burn. And I think I'll hit it at about 32, just because of the warm-up to get the engine going, and because my timing is usually crap. The inclination's a little higher than I usually like, but I'll manage. And close, almost there. 7, 6, 35, 34, 33, 32. Alright. Love all the instrument readouts for Mech Jeb. It makes this doable. I mean, don't get me wrong, the autopilot stuff is kind of nice, but it's the instrumentation readouts that I really like. Okay, halfway there. Getting close. Stay on target. And okay. Alright, I'm getting pretty close there. Let's just kind of nudge things a little bit. Just because I'm anal like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0-ish. And let's manually add just a little bit more altitude. I know, I'm totally overdoing this. That'll be fine. Okay. 243 and 250 is pretty darn good. Now, the next goal. Let's target moon. And match planes with target. And remove all nodes. I guess I'm doing it descending node then. Yep, there we go. So 20 minutes till. Let's get myself all nice and lined up here. Alright. About 17 delta V. Go, Kerbal chatter. Kerbal chatter. Alright. Oh, I forgot to install the lights on this thing. Ah, it's fine. I'll survive. So, let's do a little time acceleration. Oh, and how I'm going to be doing the cuts is I'm basically just going to do a straight recording without worrying about time, and then just kind of splice it at roughly 30-minute marks. So the episode cuts might be a little janky, but honestly, I really don't want to... Yeah, thanks, Kerbals, interrupting my talking. I really don't want to be bugging with time while I'm playing. That would annoy me to no end. There we go. Inclination is good. Remove all nodes. nodes, and yep, inclination is good. Okay, so center on Kerbal. I'm gonna trim the chatter time down a little bit, just because it's a bit much for recording. It's actually kind of nice to have a lot of chatter when I'm not recording, because, you know, I'm not talking. Alright, let's see. Oh, seriously, if I want to... Ooh. Really? Burn time is 6 minutes? No, that's not right. Okay, it's not actually a 6-minute burn time. So I have to remember to look at the delta V of the burn, and not necessarily all the other crazy stuff. So, I am so not going to make this node. So let me do a little time acceleration just to, you know, get it ahead. I'll catch it on the next orbit round. Whoa. So there's a particular way I want to try to do this. I want to see if I can get the free return trajectory that I got last time. Because I thought that was actually really cool. But I've had a lot of difficulty trying to recreate that ever since. I understand the basic principle behind it, I just can't quite get the specifics down. I mean, I get there's some kind of crazy loop-de-loop that goes on, but I really don't know exactly how I got it last time. It kind of seemed like it was some sort of crazy fluke that I did before, or, well, no, maybe this is it. This might be it. Seriously? Game, you suck. Alright, fine. Let's see if I can rapidly align myself for this burn. I should definitely be able to do this. Whoa. Alright. As I see it, the node is just going to get in the way. And still plenty of delta V. I said my goal was to get to Minmus, didn't I? The hell am I doing? Okay, this is a mooner station. Oh, God, I'm totally brain dead, aren't I? Okay, that'll work. That's totally fine. It's a little crazier than I had originally planned, but hey. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. So yeah, this was intended for Minmus, and I'm a total moron. So apparently I've decided that I want to take it to the moon instead. Oh boy. I think I'll need a little extra rocket power to get it to Minmus, though. Just looking at the amount of fuel that I'm using getting it to moon. Hi, moon. Note to self, Jason. Slow down and use brain. Alright, and... yes. timer to make absolutely sure. SOI change. And give it to me spot on because I don't want to accidentally miss that. Ooh, pretty. I like moon. And bye-bye, Kerbin. Yeah, I start plugging into the battery. Let's see, I think Minmus is it that dot? Let me find out where Minmus is at. Ah, it's out there. Okay, so it's that dot, isn't it? I think it's that dot. I think that's Minmus, either that one or that one. Hard to tell. Too many stars. Okay. A little more time acceleration. I don't want to rush this, because honestly, this is pretty. Ba-da-ba-doo. So there's Moon, yay. There's Kerbin. So yeah, the docking configuration I have here, I don't have any large ports on this part. I'll usually put that on the bottom of the station, just because there's not really a clean way for me to get a large port up here, which is what I'd like, but I'd honestly rather have the command module, as it were, up top. Just kind of an aesthetic choice. It's how I like to do things. But this particular design with the branching out and these little kind of things here, that's something I conjured up. I really actually like it. It's cool. And very stable, too. I've got to do it in sections of 4, because if I do it in 3, the distance between each of these segments grows large enough that I can't get these connecting struts between them, and those are surprisingly needed. I need a fairly solid amount of reinforcement here, just because these things get fairly floppy if I don't have the struts, and floppy is not good. Kerbal, and Moon. Huh. Oh, yeah, sweet. I got both in the picture. Oh, getting reasonably close. Alright, a little extra time acceleration. Whee! And Moon is catching up. It's almost there. Ah, the alarm. Perfect, and that's my SOI change. That was my SOI change. Excellent. Okay, now I need to figure out at what altitude I want to circularize this. Oh boy, which means I need to look up the time warp distances. Thank you, cell phone. Load up the KSP wiki. And where is Moon? I should try to go to Eve at some point, just, you know, for the hell of it. Moon. And the time warp intervals are... Here we go. Okay. It's the 1,000 time warp interval I'm most interested in. And it would be 50,000 meters, but I can... Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. So I'll go with 75. Circularize at an altitude of... Oh, seriously? Ah. Wait. Yes, I do. Bah. Useless. Alright. So that's at like 40 something. So... How incredibly annoying. Yeah, alright, fine. Grr-arg, mumble grumble. I'll start lining up to the node. SAS off, which I'm forgetting because of the new SAS setups. So I'm not going to do a full burn. I'm going to partially burn it until it at least circularizes, and then I'm going to tell it to properly circularize. Got the chatter volume down a little bit. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Okay. And add, give me a 2 minutes should be fine. 2-minute lead. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And sweet. So I'm not going to do the full circularization there. I'm going to get it elliptical so I can circularize it properly later. Grr-arg mekjeb. And I love this game. It is so cool. It looks pretty too. Okay. There is Moon. So janky now. I think I borrowed that term from Kurt. God. I watch Kurt's stuff too much. Not a bad thing, but yeah. Okay. Come on, getting close. I'll start burning it like, well, you know, the precision doesn't matter quite so much here. As long as my parry is under 75 and my Apo is over 75, I'll be fine. So I'll just wait until I feel like burning. Let's see. Yep. There's Kerbal. And I think Kerbin is on the other side of Moon. I think... Yeah, I'll start burning now. There we are. That'll work. Perfect. Remove all nodes. Circularize at that altitude. And excellent. Yay. Yeah, actually, before I circularize, let me... which one's closer? Let me change the inclination. Because an inclination change would probably be the better way to go first here, because I can fudge that one a little teensy bit. But I did get the inclination pretty spot on. It's probably because I got it pretty accurate when I was orbiting Kerbin. There we go. Okay. A little bit of manual time acceleration here.